Welcome back to the Everyone Talks podcast.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
It's been a while.
Totally unintentional. A lot of things happened.
Craziness.
So we're gonna create multiple podcasts and just start dropping these. We're gonna try to challenge ourselves to be consistent, to be disciplined.
Yes.
Because we really feel that this space is important to people who want to communicate, who want to talk. So where have we been? What have we been doing? Well, not all over. I mean, we really went to one place, but.
No, I'm saying we've just been all over the place. Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, our life has been everywhere. Okay, so what have we been doing?
We were just in California, which under, not the best circumstances.
Right, which we'll dive into that. We want to create a podcast around that. But my grandfather passed away.
So we were there with family and
it
was
just
awesome.
Being able to be together and good food.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
A lot of laughing.
A lot of amazing food.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna dive into that later. And then we also had something called Cedar Sessions, which this episode is gonna be about.
Yes.
And we got back and we were just trying to keep up, and we're about to leave in 2 weeks. Or maybe less than that.
Now it's
a week and a half.
No, it's like next week.
Yeah,
next weekend.
We're gonna be in Florida, and then we're gonna be in the Dominican Republic.
We're gonna be back for a day, and then we.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So lots going on, but for this podcast, we just kind of wanted to talk about Cedar Sessions. Which is one of the things that we had before we left. So, Mackenzie, what is Cedar Sessions?
It's kind of hard to explain what it's like a worship night basically, with just a bunch of different people from everywhere, all different churches. Yeah,
so it's that, and it's a space where
that's right.
People can come together and just be 100% authentic before the Lord. And I think we do Sundays and Wednesdays, and it becomes this routine. And so I just wanted to create a space where it wasn't routine, where it really was from overflow.
Yeah.
And the fact that a lot of our friends wanted to come together and worship together really has been a blessing. So how did it start?
Well, it started really small. It started at where you work, the studio, and it was just 10, maybe 15 people, all together, band included, maybe less than that.
Let's go back though. Where were we inspired to start? What place did we go to in Nashville that inspired us to really
Legacy? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. Legacy. Oh, Legacy Church.
Yeah, so talk about that.
So we went to Legacy Church for a conference, right? Is that what it was? It was the weekend conference.
Yeah.
So we were there for a weekend conference, and they had this, it was kind of it looked like what Maverick City is doing basically.
Right.
But it was more intimate. It was just more intimate than just millions of people, you know? And so it was just they kind of just created that space for just, everybody, you were saying, everybody to be themselves, and not be in the routine.
And we loved it.
Yeah.
I mean, there were so many moments where it was I'm not here because of what's happening. I'm genuinely here to be 100% myself before the Lord. Yeah. And that is what attracted me to what they were doing. And then, it got me excited so much to the point that I was I got to do something where we are with what we have. Because I think oftentimes a lot of people will go and try to start something and they make a million excuses. Yeah. They don't have the right people. They don't have the right time. It's not they don't have the right space. And really, we just I just really got to the point where I was like, let's stop making excuses.
And just do it.
Just do it. And
like I always say, don't try, just do.
Okay, Yoda. And so we've been trying, we were trying to do that. And so Legacy just really inspired us to go after the presence of God without having to force anything. Yeah. And that's really what it is. It's not just a worship night, even though it is a worship night. I think it's a night to go before the Lord
and just be
like
genuine.
David. Yeah, just 100% genuine with like people. Authentic, and like, everyone in the room. And just a
place to like connect with like people you don't connect with like on the daily or like on your church services.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Like people that are in that room want to be in that room.
Yeah. And it's not like, oh, I'm just going because we go to church on Sunday and Wednesday. Yeah.
Right. And I love that. I love that we can get a bunch of people together and they're desperate to be in the room.
And it's cool because it's like every time we do it, it's like there's always different people there. Like it's not always the same people. There are like some people that are there all the time, but it's like every time there's just like new people. So like just meeting new people like in Southern Illinois, like where we live, and it's just really cool.
Yeah, it's been so cool too because our goal at the beginning, what we've been leaning into lately has been, hey guys, let's write original music. So there is a heartbeat for originality right off the front end. That we want to be original and we want to create our own songs and we want to make our own sound, because I feel that too often people will come into a space and they're trying to be someone else that they've been inspired by. And so it's just a bunch of people trying to be everybody else. And I really don't want that. And I don't think you want that. I think we just want people who are going to be 100% themselves. So that's what we've been trying to do.
Yeah.
So we've done a couple. We've done like 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, we started in like, when did we start? Like 2020?
Yeah.
Yeah, we started in the middle of the pandemic. And we started with like six people, 6 of our friends showed up.
And like they brought like one friend.
Yeah.
Like not all of them, but like there's just
probably
like a handful.
Like 8 people in the room.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like there were like 10 maybe.
I had all the cameras on tripods.
Yeah. Maybe except for one, because Riley.
Oh, that's right. One person was on a...
Yeah, just Riley.
Handheld. No, Luke. I think Lucas was there too.
So 2 people?
Yeah, 2 people. I think it was 2 people. And we just went after it. We're checking the baby monitor right now. But we just went after it. We didn't like worry about the details. We had cameras on tripods. It looked boring.
It did. And it looked like, do we know what they're doing?
I mean, do we really know what we're doing?
We never know.
We never know. It's a never-growing process.
Yeah.
But that was really exciting because it really just gave us a glimpse at what was possible. And now we are almost a full production team, a full front hospitality team, and a full worship team.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot of manpower to
Who knew?
Who knew? I had no clue. No clue.
It's crazy. Like, something that we longed for and are, still long for in a sense. Something that we do. And it's like, we start this thing and it's like crazy how like other people like, we've been, searching for that same thing, that same like authentic, like, part that it's just real, like, and not the routine. And it's crazy because you think it's just you, like in that moment, like it's just us, like we're the only ones feeling that, like, how are we going to do this, and then it's like, wow, I didn't realize how many people in this area were searching for the same thing.
And they're still finding out about it too, because
I mean, it's still really new.
Yeah.
Like, we haven't been we're not known, but like we're obviously more known than when we first started, because we've been posting on YouTube and stuff. And it's like, there's still people will be like, oh my gosh, I had no clue you guys were even doing this, that see us like all the time. You know, it's crazy, but it's like really cool at the same time, because it's like we're reaching people with like what we're doing.
And that kind of was my goal too. Like I just want people to know God the way I know God. Mm-hmm. And there's that song Maverick City came out with. It was their Spanish version called Tesoro, which I think is the one I really, really love. And it just really dives into that. Like, let them know you like I know you. And I think that's my yearning, is that I just want to expose people to the presence of God that I was exposed to, because it changed my life. Yeah. I've made so many mistakes, and the one thing that I don't want to make a mistake on again is my passion to lead people to that place that transformed my life, which was in the middle of worship nights and those prayer meetings. I mean, I used to go to prayer meetings where people would just have an acoustic guitar. They would pray, and we'd be there for 4 hours, and just blown away. Like, granted, we don't have 4 hours, because I understand people
a lot
get
of people
tired.
Have kids, you know, that are a part of this. And
so, yeah, I just wanted people to know God the way that I know God. And that was my goal. And I think that by doing Cedar Sessions, we've encountered people who really wanted to know God in that way. Yeah. Really intimate and personal, but also it's very corporate. So it's like we've created this really beautiful space where people get to experience God personally, but with the body. And that's not easy to do. And we want it to be a space where we're creative and we're innovative and we're getting there. But it just takes time and it keeps growing. So our YouTube channel was where we got shocked.
Yeah.
So
that was like,
tell them about that. It was from our Cedar session back in November.
Yes. It was like it'll be a year, like coming this November. So it was last November. And it was like our first like full like
we had a crew
like,
together.
We were like prepared. We planned, like it was our first, I think say real, but like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like our first real night. I mean, there weren't like that many people, but it was still like, it was so good because I think we were prepared and we planned for it. But like we recorded all of them, but this was like the first one that we actually like, or you guys like worked on, you edited it, you know, we did vocals, all that kind of stuff. And it was like the first video like that we posted just like shot through the roof.
Yeah. So
like we're at like almost 3,100 views on it now.
No, not 3,100.
I mean, 31,000.
31,000?
Yeah, I checked yesterday and we were like...
We're already 30,000? Yeah. Oh my gosh.
We're at almost 31,000.
Yeah, so that was the cool part too, is I was extremely without, surprised.
Like, paying...
Yeah, we haven't paid.
For like, what's it called?
Ads
like
or ads put money behind a video.
Yeah, we didn't do any of that. Like that is all like 100% like people sharing what we're doing.
And the amount of comments we got back to that people were telling us, like they were like, I'm crying in front of the computer right now listening to this, or I'm crying in my car listening to this right now. Like the amount of comments that we received gave me and you and our team fire. Yeah. That was fuel for our fire to keep doing it. Yeah,
and the other thing is, it's like people were commenting on it. They were like from different countries and
Brazil.
Like all over the world, and it's like, how is that like possible that just few people from Southern Illinois, you know, record this thing and they just put it on YouTube. And
see, but I knew, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I know you know, but like, do you actually know?
Yes.
Though? Because it's like, who knew like we from Southern Illinois could reach like people all over the world.
I just knew.
You must have like this.
Yeah, I can't explain it because my brother is phenomenal. He's dropping single. Maybe I should bring him on one of our podcasts, but he is so talented.
We're gonna have to get it bigger.
We just add the corner, whatever. But he is so talented, like so much creativity. And I mean, when I hear him sing, it's just one of those things for me. It's like, no, this is bigger than where we are. And, you know, sometimes you need to get outside of your bubble to realize the impact you can actually make. And it's like, that's what I thought we needed. And it was like, it feels good to know you're right. And one day everybody's going to be asking, man, how can we help? How can we be a part? And I'm going to be like, here's how you can help. Here's how you can be a part, but there's a process, right? Mm-hmm. Right now, people have the luxury where they can just bypass that whole process and come straight to me. And I'm like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
But that, even like our other friend, Dustin Griffith.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
So talented, so creative, connected to so many beautiful people.
And go check these people out. His brother was Israel Lopez Media.
Yeah, it's Israel Lopez Media. Can't drop a single.
On Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere you listen to.
Dustin Griffith, his band Lee Marie.
Yes.
So good. They're so talented.
Yes.
Another friend of ours who writes original music, Ben Odolini.
Oh yeah, great song.
It's
on Spotify, right, too?
He has music on Spotify. Exalted One.
It's the best.
Just so many more songs as well. He did a cover by Lauren Daigle called Rescue. That's one of my favorite ones, just because he did it so creatively, and I love that. And then, you know, the guy who's kind of behind the scenes, who has been one of my dearest friends lately, Lucas Winkler. Mm-hmm. Man, that guy has been. Bomb. He has recorded a lot of all the music for Israel, Dustin, and Ben. He's recorded everything and just done such an incredible job, and really elevated pretty much where we bypassed a lot of waiting, because we were able to link up, and before we ever did stuff together, he was just my friend. And, you know, I was grateful for that, because he's been, you know, we really want to bless him too with what we're doing. But there's just so much that's being stirred. Another person, Hannah, super talented, has been writing songs. She wrote one of her songs from the last Cedar Sessions.
What's the name of it?
That it's a psalm. It's a Psalms song.
Oh yeah.
And it led into the moment we had where the room just blew up, and we brought back one of the Hillsong classics, and we were just leaning into that moment with everything, and we were just doing the woes, and it was just like, what is happening right now? For All My Days. Yeah, For All My Days.
That's what it's called.
And so she wrote a song we have on her YouTube called Keep Me.
Keep Me, that's the other one.
So good, you know, and we're so grateful, because we're just trying to find ways to do things, especially this, with like excellence. Mm-hmm. And that's hard, but excellence is not just a thing to do. I genuinely believe that excellence is the heartbeat of God.
Yes.
And it's the way that God wants us to do things. It's not easy, but it's just our heartbeat. And so we're trying to do things with excellence. But yeah, the YouTube channel is growing, and, you know, we're extremely grateful for that, because I think our dream eventually is to be able to cut checks and bless people and be like, go write that album, go inspire the church, and go grow the church. And
because that's what it's for. Like, we're not doing this like because, like,
I don't want fame.
Yeah, no, like, this is genuinely just, you know, this, I don't know, like, it's real.
Yeah.
We're not trying to, like you were
I don't want to be anybody else.
I don't want to be anybody but, like, ourselves.
Because that's fun.
Yeah. Why? Like, it's just so much work trying to fit in, like, with other people. It's like, just do your own thing.
Well, I was going to say that too. I just don't. And I think a lot of our guys don't, which is why the fact that we're doing things together and we're all different, it just makes so much sense.
Yeah.
So that's been our, what we've noticed that's worked best for us has been the fact that we've come together with friends, and then we've created music together. One of the things that's a good encouragement for me is that every time we come together in a room with people that we know and we love, we do more whatever we write is based on that love we have for one another, or that history we have together. And most of the times people are just writing songs for the sake of writing songs, which I'm sure are good. But there's just something really powerful about the fact that when we write something, it's from our history and it's not from, hey, let's write a good song.
Yeah.
And we're working on that. We had our first writers session that I got to be a part of. And are you tired on our podcast?
No, I don't know why I'm yawning. I didn't finish my coffee.
Okay. I created a space where we were able to write music, and I got to help out with that. And I was with Hannah and I was with Israel, and I'm telling you, they're some legends because I'm trying to keep up, and they're just so talented. Yeah. I got to sing in the last one.
Yeah, you did.
I was like, let's go.
Finally. Yes.
Yo, don't listen to the guitar parts there.
Oh
just
my
kidding.
gosh.
I stopped playing because it was like the room was so, man.
It was like the first thing I got was like, it was very like crisp and clear. Like you could just.
I can't explain it. It was just so fun. So
that's all I could, that's how I explain it. It was just so like, you know, when you drink like a nice cup of like water.
Yeah.
So refreshing. That's what it was right there.
That's good.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've been doing Cedar Sessions. Would love if you check it out.
Yes. We have Instagram, Facebook, YouTube.
Yeah. And honestly, we need a team who's going to work all that because I keep forgetting. And you know, when you're just the guy behind
all of it,
it's not easy.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
It is. It definitely takes a lot of work.
So hopefully one day we're praying that we get
it's worth
a crew.
That's worth it.
It is so worth it. Like, you know, and there's actually something really special that's going to kind of spur out of these Cedar Sessions. So it's another thing we're going to create, but it's all in good time.
Later.
Yeah, all in good time. But we're just so happy that this has been one of the things that we get to do, one of our passions and one of our joys, that is just blessing people and bringing them to worship God with honestly without anything hindering them. You know, it's just like all in.
Yeah.
Lay it all down right here. If you've been begging for a place, like this is that place. And so, yeah, check it out. Listen to our songs. Hopefully, if God allows, we'll be on Spotify soon and stuff like that, which we really, really want to be.
Yes.
We're going to come out with merch at our next event. There's so many good things.
Yes.
But yeah. So this is probably a shorter podcast than usual, but that's
all right.
Totally fine because we're going to give you another podcast.
I like short podcasts.
Oh, okay. Well, that works for you.
I mean, it was like 20-something minutes. That's not really short.
Oh, well, that's true.
A short podcast is like 5-10 minutes.
Yeah. But we're gonna do more. So once we get done with this one, we're gonna shoot another one. It's gonna be great. Because we're gonna hopefully
try to at least.
Oh, we're going to. We're gonna give you more content, and we want to put out more podcasts. So I guess listen to us on Spotify, and if you want, watch us on YouTube. We try our best to do a great job.